This is our ladder truck. It's E1. It's a 100-foot ladder, as the name implies. We use this truck. It carries a lot of ground ladders for us for exterior firefighting operations, whether that is window rescues or doing vertical ventilation. This truck goes out 5-6 times a day. This truck's different because it has no water on it. So with our engines, they have a pump and carry a tank of water. This does not have any of that. This is just strictly a ladder truck. So for this truck, that's your search crew, and that's your exterior operations also. So this is where a lot of our different ground ladders are. So we need to use these to get into windows or onto roofs of smaller residential buildings. We'll go over here. So right here we have our auto extrication stuff. So this would be like our cutters and spreaders, or some people know jaws of life. So anytime that someone is trapped in a vehicle, we use these tools to get them out. Our rescue truck also has tools like that. They have a little bit bigger tools, but we're able to use these just as well. We also have water rescue stuff here. So we go on all water rescues in the township and mutual aid. So that's water rescue rope and the life jackets and stuff. So we have more life jackets, helmets, throw bags for anyone that might be in trouble. We got some hand tools here. So you can see very large bolt cutters. On this side, we have some axes on this side. We're able to get around. Yep, just some different axes if need be. And then some sledgehammers and a Halligan, which is more for like forcible entry. But here we have like water can, we call it. So just fire extinguisher, different types of fire extinguishers for different fires. We also have more rope rescue equipment. All right, so here's where the interior firefighter would sit, and the exterior, the back steps as we call it. As you can see, they have the air packs in there, flashlights, anything that they would need. And also there's EMS equipment back there as well, because this can respond on any ALS run. So right here, we just have some more miscellaneous tools. We have a generator, so if we need any exterior lighting, we could take this around the back of the house and we could easily have lighting back there. We call this our high-rise kit. We don't have too many high-rises here, just a few, but if need be, we can use this to go up and deploy hose on a different level of a structure if need be. Our decon bucket, so like after a fire, we have to get cleaned off. A metal trash can for fireplace fires, just getting ashes out of that. Here is our toolbox. We go on a lot of emergency to property runs, people locked out of their house. So these are full of just tools what we might need to help get us into that house. We usually try and do the path of least resistance, so we try and create the least amount of damage. If need be, but unfortunately sometimes we do have to create a little bit of damage. But that's just a bunch of hand tools. Here are the saws. So these are what we call K-saws or rotary saws. These would be used for like cutting metals, garage doors. We do have a chainsaw up on top by the ladder. Then here we just have tarps. For any time we do have a fire, we try and conserve property and try and protect as much as we can of the house. Unfortunately, we're not always able to do that, but if we have the opportunity, we can put these tarps over some belongings, couches and stuff like that to help protect it. A lot of chimney fire stuff. We do get calls to chimney fires. We do have a sump pump here. This is another tip for the nozzle. So on the end of our ladder, you might see that there's a nozzle on the bottom of this. So this is pre-piped, as they call it. So there's already a pipe. Before, we used to have to run hose up the ladder. So this is already pre-piped, so there's already hose going up to it. On the bottom there, and there's a nozzle, and this is just an extra nozzle for up there. So yeah, usually we use that for defensive fire operations. So if it's a big fire, we can hook an engine up to this truck and get a lot of water out of the tip of that. A few years ago, we got an ISO 1 rating, which is a third-party company comes out and rates departments. And of course, number one is top tier department. and we were fortunate enough that we met all the criteria to get an ISO 1. So we took a lot of pride in getting an ISO 1. So we put that on all of our trucks. So we put stickers on everything. So and then back here is a giant fan. So it's an electric fan. If there's a lot of smoke and gases inside after we put the fire out, we'll turn this on, try and get all that out, or gets used a lot on cooking fires. So people smoke up their house a lot with cooking. I've done that myself. We'll put this at the front door and it'll get all that smoke out for us easily. And then just some fuel cans. That's pretty much it for the ladder truck.